Can you clap for me?
Is it on?
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
Okay. Okay, thanks. That's gonna sync the audio. So.
Oh, I thought it was
Okay.
like part of the test.
Can you please state your name, your grade, and if you use social media?
My name's Maddie Williams. I'm a senior and I do use social media.
I'm Anna. I'm a sophomore and I use social media.
Hi, my name is Ava Black. I'm a senior and I use social media.
Gavin Williams, class of 2024. I use social media way too much.
You ready for this?
Yes.
Deep breaths. Alright, if you were to describe social media in one word, social media is...
The devil.
Addictive.
Toxic.
Crazy.
Fascinating.
Up to date.
Addicting.
Mindless.
Sharing.
Addicting.
Ridiculous sometimes.
Expressive.
Tiring.
Everywhere.
Do you feel like you're wasting your time on social media?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes it does feel like that.
Oh, yes.
What do you think would happen if you stopped going on social media? High school, a place of conversing, studying, eating, and looking at screens. On these screens can be anything from games, news, to social media. In today's world, with the technology and resources we have access to, social media has been at the forefront of a lot, especially for teenagers. And while it can be a problem, sometimes people forget just how much of an effect it has on our generation. In wanting to find out others' opinions on social media, I conducted multiple interviews to get a greater understanding. When I asked the participants about the amount of time they thought they spent on social media, they said,
An hour?
No, it's probably like 3, honestly.
Like 3 to 4 hours.
Probably 4 hours a day, maybe more.
I'm on my phone for probably like 5 hours.
I can see what my friends are doing. I like getting to watch like informative or funny videos.
Just being able to talk to my friends, especially like moving, I'm able to keep in touch with my friends from like back home in Florida.
Being able to like connect with people and like contact and make friends with them.
I don't know, it like gives me something to do when I'm bored during the day at school. I think it can be a really good form of self-expression.
I think it's cool that we can like share pictures from our life and stuff. But then like
I don't like how it can cause people to compare themselves with others. I think it can be really like toxic in that sense, feeds into insecurities.
It's so draining, and it can be addicting at times, for sure.
I don't like how social media is built to be addictive. I think that that's really harmful.
I don't like how invasive it is and like how like you can't really trust it all the time.
I feel like I'm not as connected to the people around me.
And it takes up a lot of my free time. Is this really the best way I could be spending my time?
I feel like when I was younger I used to feel so left out, or like there's like a inferiority complex around it.
The time goes so fast when you're on it.
So, do you ever feel like you're wasting your time with social media?
Yes, very much so.
So why don't you stop?
Why don't I stop?
Because it's fun and because I don't know what I would do without it. It's kind of bad. I don't know, it's just like, I just think to myself, I'd rather do this than do my homework.
It's easier to do Instagram than to do other things.
I like it. I like wasting my time, I guess.
As you can see, the issue is more complicated than it may seem. With all that social media has to offer, it's sometimes hard to see the hiding flaws of these apps. When conducting interviews, I kept hearing more and more claim that social media was
Addictive. Addicting.
It's addicting.
Addictive.
So, that got me wondering, what was it like to not be addicted to social media? This was something I wanted to look into, and there was only one way to find out. Okay, do you want to do a social media cleanse?
Sure, I'd be happy to.
Yes.
All right.
I'm doing the social media cleanse.
The rules are simple. For 1 full week, you are not allowed to go on social media. Every app considered social media, this includes
TikTok,
Snapchat,
Instagram, Pinterest,
Be Real,
Facebook, YouTube.
they all stay on your phone. The participants will have access to a group chat to share their experiences with one another and help each other through this challenge.
It is 11:49, Wednesday, March 6th.
All right, exactly in a week, 12:09, you're allowed to go back on social media.
Okay.
All right? How do you think you're going to spend your time now that you're not using social media?
Probably reading.
I will not start reading. I don't know. Like, I'll probably have so much time I could figure out new things to do, you know?
Probably like sit and stare at a wall.
So, 12 brave volunteers have opted in for the social media detox. While they started their triumphant journey, I wanted to delve deeper into the effect social media has on teens today.
My name's Cindy Collier. I teach sociology and AP US history.
Hi, Mr. Douglas. I teach new media and career pathways. I am the department chair, so that's business and applied tech and new media.
I use it for professional pages. For example, I get curriculum ideas from it because I'm in social media groups of other like AP US history teachers and other sociology teachers. I also use it to keep in touch with hometown friends from North Carolina.
There's a lot of value of connecting people that you once were more connected with, but now maybe aren't, just regionally.
I don't like the way it can distract you from being present with the people who are right there in front of you.
The negative, honestly, it's the way that these social media companies take advantage of adolescents.
People who might already have like body image insecurity that can be exacerbated. They feel more insecure based on everyone else posting their fantastic pictures with filters and things like that. So I feel like it potentially increases anxiety among teens.
Stats show the increase in so many challenges in mental health.
The research shows like teens are actually dating less, they have less friends, higher rates of kind of mental health concerns. And
all the way down to suicide levels.
It seems to correlate with when smartphones with social media came out. I am probably leaning towards saying that it's bad.
It is a true pandemic that nobody really wants to talk about because of Section 230. There's a carve out in the law that gives Facebook, Meta, the parent company, opportunities to not be sued. And so if you are not under the fear of any sort of accountability as a social media company, you're going to still drive to those very easily addicted and very influenced people. Why? Because it's about them being on the app as long as possible. So they can sell that information to advertisers, and then they can continue to be ad buying, and you can see it in their numbers. You see it in their stock. It is absolutely taken off. And they even have internal documents that have now been unearthed showing exactly that. Where yes, 14 is the age. They literally market to 12, 10, younger and younger to be able to get them on their platform as early as possible.
I was in 3rd grade when I first got Snapchat.
Yeah, 13 years old.
12. So kind of young.
Probably in like 3rd grade, I got Instagram.
I think like 5th grade.
13, 14.
Yeah, I probably got like Instagram when I was 12.
It is awful, and it's impacting this generation more than any other.
I think they need to do a better job of making sure that people are actually 13 when they sign up. I know that's the legal age. Maybe there could be more verification through parents or through requiring some kind of ID.
We as adults have to stand up for what's right, and we have to do something about it. There's been regulation that's been tried, but these companies have so many people in DC who are lobbying on their behalf that they will pay a fine of $20 million, but literally they will make that back in a few weeks. So the numbers don't make sense. There's no element of accountability or any way that they are de-incentivized for this terrible behavior. And so it's only going to continue.
But otherwise, I do think there just needs to be maybe growing awareness and like encouragement of teens to put the phones away, have more phone-free school events or something where kids kind of connect in person with the people right in front of them, not through with others behind a screen.
There needs to be rules that are federally mandated. For them to say that we can't actually control our platform, okay, if that's the case, well then you shouldn't be running this business.
I think part of what concerns me is that the friendships that you think you have through social media often aren't authentic. So we need to invest more in the connections we have with people face-to-face or live in-person connections.
We have a whole generation who's grown up on this, who are so addicted from a dopamine hit level, like a biochemistry level, that they can't live without this. And that is such a massive issue that the older generation either doesn't want to know or doesn't care to know. Where it goes, okay, no, it is actually up to your generation to do something about it. Because there needs to be leaders who go, yes, I was addicted, now I changed, this is how I went through this process, but you know what? We can't do this alone. You social media companies have to do something about it as well. I think that's truly the only way this is going to change.
Hey guys, my name is Kevin Williams, class of 2024. 10.5 hours into the social media cleanse. Some of it's easy, some of it's kind of hard.
And it's been a struggle because every time I get bored, I just want to go on Instagram or TikTok.
I'm a lot more productive. I've gotten 2 loads of laundry done, and my homework's actually getting done in a reasonable hour of the night. I'm not procrastinating really.
I'm like just now realizing like how much of my day like I use on these apps.
Just kind of bad, but this is why I'm doing the cleanse.
I don't know, it's just been like really nice, and like I feel like a little bit lighter. Like I'm just like not as like stressed out, and it's really good.
So it's been 128 hours since I've started the social media cleanse.
The first few days were really easy, but over the weekend and as it progressed, it got a lot harder.
The challenge is definitely getting easier as the days goes on because I'm getting more used to not going on my phone as much.
I went outside.
I've read 2 books.
I watched like 5 movies this week, so.
I'm still behind on my schoolwork, which is a little wild because I've had literally so much time to do it.
I've been doing a lot of stuff that I usually don't do because I feel like I don't have the time to do it. Even though I do, I've just been on social media this entire time.
Like, it's been hard in such weird ways. Like, brushing my teeth without, like, watching TikTok. Like just sitting there with my thoughts is kind of weird.
And my screen time has gone down from 4 hours a day to just a little over 1 hour a day.
And it's going really well, and it's really nice.
Almost done with the detox, but first, let's take a closer look at the numbers of hours you spend on your social media. If you were to say that you spend 3 hours on social media every day, and hypothetically, you did that for every day for a full year, that would equal 1,095 hours. But if you were to convert 1,095 hours to days, that would be equal to what I want you to do right now is, wherever you are watching this video, I want you to take out your phone and check your social media screen time. If you were to spend this amount of hours every day for a full year, this is how much total time it would add up to for that full year.
It's 12:24 the next week, and I feel great.
Yeah.
I feel great.
I'm feeling better, a lot better.
It was hard at times. I almost caved, but I stayed strong.
It was hard. It was really hard.
Hard.
Yeah?
It's hard.
I liked that I could be more focused. I feel like I was more productive in my day.
I didn't have to just mindlessly like scroll through like TikTok or Instagram or anything like that.
I'd wake up and like get out of bed and get going with my day.
It's hard to not want to replace social media with just another form of like cheap dopamine, I guess.
I was really bored, and I spent a lot of money because I was bored that I would not have spent otherwise, so that was not great.
My friends had to update me on what was new on Instagram and stuff like that, so I just felt like I was unaware.
Do you feel different from last week, or?
Like, not really. I mean, I wish I did, but I think I've gotten more done this week, which is good.
Not really. I definitely do. I think I mean, I can't really place it in words, but I would say like I feel more engaged in what I'm doing, probably.
I do. I feel great.
Not a ton of difference, but a little bit of difference.
I don't really want to go back on social media after this. Like, it was a good, like, I don't know, it was just kind of like fun to be a part of, and I liked the group chat. I think that was really nice. Like, everyone was very supportive of each other. It was just kind of like funny to watch how all different types of people reacted to this challenge.
I think social media is like put to a higher standard than it deserves. I don't think it's really all that. Like, I can survive without it, and I've survived very well. Like, you know, I honestly feel more engaged when I'm not on it, so.
I think that it's beneficial for literally anyone and everyone to take a step back on occasion.
I'm gonna sort of probably try and stay off it more now.
In conclusion, social media is a great way to connect with people, share your creativity with the world, and consume entertaining and informational content. However, when you consider the underlying flaws of social media, the untrustworthiness, the manipulation, the toxicity, and the addictive nature, you start to realize how unhealthy it can be for kids and adults alike. So, if you were to take one piece of advice away from this video, just try to be more aware of how much time you spend on social media, and consider, is social media really shaping the life that you want to live? Thank you.